Because her daughter didn't pose correctly for a photo, the father pushed her into the lake. The daughter, who couldn't swim, screamed for help, but the father just left. In a life-threatening moment, the 5-month pregnant mother rushed in and saved her, pulling her back to shore. They hugged tightly. It was then that Alice realized her father truly wanted to hurt her, but she didn't understand why. From that point on, she feared him. Her father always found reasons to hurt her and her mother, so Alice asked her mom about it.
Are we still gonna run away?
But her mother remained silent. One day, while her father took her mother for a checkup, Alice sneaked into her father's small workshop. She accidentally knocked over an oil lamp, starting a fire. Her father came home just in time. Fearful, Alice hid under the bed, wrapped in a blanket, hearing her father's angry shouts and her mother's pleas. The police received a tip and rushed to the scene, but it was too late. Her parents were gone, leaving Alice unconscious. An old woman, claiming to be her grandmother, appeared suddenly, shoving a protective charm into Alice's hand.
Butterfly bush means second chances.
The police then informed her.
Her right lung is collapsed and there's damage to her trachea from a trauma.
What kind of trauma?
Looks like she's been choked.
Later, the grandmother returned to her estate, sitting in a chair, crying loudly. She knew her son was responsible for all of it. Her friends tried to comfort her, urging her to bring Alice home, but she didn't know how to face the child. The girl walked barefoot into the bookstore to borrow a book, but the librarian saw the marks on her body and immediately contacted her husband, a police officer. When the girl heard her mention the police, she quickly ran home. Her mother screamed as soon as she saw her.
Please, it was my fault.
The next day, a police officer came to their house. Her mother hurriedly covered her with clothes to hide the marks. The officer, the librarian's husband, asked about the marks. Her father claimed she got hurt while playing with the dog. The girl stayed silent, and the officer, realizing he wouldn't get any answers, gave her a few books. Her father had once been gentle, but after a trip to the town, he started retreating to the small house behind the yard. From that point, he began hurting both mother and daughter. The girl thought her father was ill and asked her mother about it.
Are we still gonna run away?
She always wanted to visit the town to find books, believing they could heal her father, but her father always refused. One of the books the officer brought was about the phoenix's rebirth, which the girl loved. She thought her father was like the phoenix and believed that if he was reborn from the fire, his illness would be cured. So she poured gasoline on her sleeping father and set him on fire, but he didn't react. Suddenly, her mother's voice called out,
Alice.
It turned out everything was just a hallucination. That day, her father took her mother for a prenatal checkup, and the girl was happy because she was preparing to help cure her father.
Where the fuck have you been?
On a walk.
Yeah? Who were you with?
Pip.
Who the fuck were you with, huh?
Afterward, the man was in tears, constantly apologizing, even slapping himself, begging for forgiveness. Despite being the one who had been hurt, Alice still comforted her emotionally unstable boyfriend. She forgave him too easily, only to be treated more harshly in return.
I need you not to set me off like that. Can you do that for us?
Of course.
Once again, at work, Alice almost had an accident. She was sent to the hillside to burn weeds, but she forgot that she had a fear of fire. As she stared at the burning flames, her father and her out-of-control boyfriend flashed through her mind, both of them being violent people. That suffocating feeling returned. Her co-workers noticed something was wrong and urged her to go down the hill, but Alice insisted on finishing the job. Later, a co-worker gave her an encouraging hug, which her boyfriend saw. The murderous look in his eyes scared Alice. When Alice returned home, she tried to explain, but was met with humiliation from her boyfriend.
With those big eyes and the butterflies, people can't get enough of you, can they? And you play them like a fucking song. Come on, tell me all about it. How you wrap your arms around Eden?
It's not like that.
How you cozied up to him?
Before she could even say anything, his hand was already around her neck. Alice fought back, but the situation escalated.
So fucking dangerous. I mean, you kill your own parents.
Hey! How many times I told you not to mess in my goddamn boat?
The man dragged his daughter ashore, shouting that he was going to teach her a lesson.
Stop it! You're hurting me!
The girl quickly pushed her friend away, trying to prevent things from escalating. The humiliated father insisted on going to the room to get a gun.
Shut up! Shut up!
The sounds of shattering and crying woke the girl from her sleep. She could only cover her ears and pretend to sleep, afraid she would be next. While her father was drunk and still unconscious, the mother decisively left the house. It was her only way of rejecting the violence and her awakening. But to the girl, it felt like her mother had abandoned her. She ran out barefoot to chase after her, calling out, but her mother never turned back. Her mother's departure set an example. Her older brother grabbed a bag and followed soon after. Before long, the two older sisters also left together, and finally, the youngest brother left as well.
Kaya, you be careful here. If you're in trouble, run and hide deep in the marsh way out where the crawdads sing, like Ma always says.
The house was left with only the little girl and her violent father. To avoid him as much as possible, Kaya ventured into the swamps alone. Even without friends, she had fun exploring on her own. One day, she got lost, but fortunately met a friend who safely led her back home. This kindness and warmth eased her anxiety about her family leaving. In that moment, the girl, who had always run away, unexpectedly found courage.
I'm hungry.
For the first time, Kaya stood up for herself, and the outcome was beyond her expectations. She timidly followed her father and finally saw the store her brothers had mentioned. The fruits and bread on the counter caught her attention. When she walked in, the shopkeeper noticed her, but her father didn't even look at her. He bought cornmeal and his favorite liquor, then left alone. The few minutes alone with the shopkeeper became a turning point in Kaya's life.
Where you been, Martian? Where's your hat, swamp rat?
The girl quietly found a seat and sat down, but mocking laughter continued around her.
Probably lives in the mud. She's got cootie.
Unable to endure it, she ran out of the school after class, and it became the only class she ever attended in her life. The girl, Kaya, had a father with violent mood swings, and his abuse drove the rest of the family away one by one. Still very young, Kaya was forced to live alone with her father. One day, her father was unusually calm and gave Kaya an old, worn-out backpack, as if trying to ease their relationship, which made her very happy. But his kindness did not last long. That day, Kaya received a letter from her mother, but her father harshly demanded it from her. Kaya could not read and asked him to read it to her, but after reading it, he pulled out a lighter. Ignoring her pleas, he burned all of her thoughts and hopes for her mother.
Now you listen to me. She ain't never coming back. You hear me?
Though she never knew what the letter said, she still firmly stood on her mother's side.
Ain't isn't even a real word!
Kaya gathered the ashes of the paper and carefully put them into a bottle. Meanwhile, her father cursed as he burned everything her mother had left behind, and when he was done, he abandoned her and left the marsh. Still a child, Kaya had to face life's challenges on her own. Battling the loneliness in her heart, she dragged her bedding into the living room and fell asleep to the sound of insects around her. At daybreak, Kaya went into the marsh to collect mussels, then carried a heavy bundle to the general store in town.
Hello, Miss Kaya.
Mr. Jumpin', I here tell y'all buy mussels. I got some here.
With the help of the shop owner and his wife, she began trading mussels for food and daily necessities. What others saw as a dangerous place became the home that accepted her. Growing up with flowers, birds, fish, and insects as her companions, she became the mysterious and strange marsh girl people talked about.
Chase's fiance.
All right, well, I'll see you around, Kai.
She was completely overwhelmed by everything that was happening. Watching her boyfriend leave so easily, her mind went blank. Kaya gasped, her whole body trembling, and before she could calm herself down, she heard a sound from outside. To her horror, she saw her boyfriend chasing her in a boat. Instinctively, she looked for a place to hide, not wanting to hear another word from that liar.
Hey, I just want to talk. I know you're here, damn it! Kaya!
After venting all her pent-up anger, she accepted the reality. And if she was meant to live alone, so be it. She would